Hi, welcome to session 2 of MS Excel. In this session, we'll be discussing about pivot table, chart, and what if analysis. Pivot table helps us to summarize the data. You have hundreds of records. In our example, in our previous example, we took the data from student run restaurant. That too simple, like business in 4 weeks, right? So you want to summarize it in a different way. You want to show restaurants on the column or rows and week numbers, week 1, week 2, week 3 as column headings, and you want to draw a table out of it. Then pivot table helps you to do that easily. It also helps us to sort, reorganize, group the data, count, total, average, all these things are possible. And within no time, you can transfer columns into rows and rows into columns also. We are going to see the demo of that in the following slide. See, this is our database. Click inside one of the cell. Simply go to insert, pivot table, and pivot table chart or pivot table, whichever you want. See, here it is showing select a table range. So no need to select, it is already selected. Done. Now choose where you want the pivot table to be placed, new workbook or existing. So here it is selected new workbook, let it be the same. Click on OK. Now see, left side pivot table design is there and middle chart is also there. Let me remove the chart now. And right side we have how to remove it. Simply click on the border of the chart and press delete button. Now right side we have a toolbox. It is showing all the fields of our database: restaurant, weeks, menu, and sales. And below that it is also showing if you want to filter, what you want on the rows, what you want on the columns, what values you want to calculate, all that it is. See, what I do is I select restaurant and drag and drop inside rows. Yeah. Now weeks, I drag and drop inside columns. Then sales, let me drag and drop inside values. See, left side automatically the table is formed. Suppose you want under each restaurant menus also you want to see. Simple, click and drag and drop that menu options under rows. See, now under each restaurant item wise it is showing the sales. So it is very easy. That's what a pivot table, it helps you to see. Here the filter option is there. If you want to change the filter, you can simply click on down arrow symbol and you can give the condition. You can change the order of the items also. Use it on that sorting facility, sort A to Z, Z to A. And also for column labels also you can select only particular weeks, or you can apply filters. All these options are there. Okay, now let us move on to charts. Charts in your school days also you studied. It is just a graphical representation of a data. You want to compare values under different category, or you want to compare the performance of students in different subjects maybe, or you want to compare a business of a restaurant over the period. So we use different type of charts. It's simple a graphical representation of data, and the data is represented by symbols based on the type of the chart you select. If it is a bar chart, a bars actually representing your values, data. Lines in a line chart, when you are seeing the flow of business over the period. Now using lines, you're analyzing your data, or if you're using a pie chart, it is slice like that it is. See, as listed, there are various types of charts are available. Let me move on to the Excel screen. There, easily you can identify the chart type and the purpose of the chart, all that it is. Let us consider this data for trying a different type of charts. Say we have restaurants and business in 4 weeks, and also we have a column for grand total. So I want to create a chart for this. You can select this entire data or just keep inside this database. Come to insert, and under insert we have different type of charts. When you take mouse pointer near to each one of this, you get an idea why this chart is used for. See, when I point near to the column chart, it is showing use this chart type to visually compare values across a few categories. Similarly, when you select line chart, use this chart type to show trends over time. Like for example, you want to see how business is changing from week 1 to week 2, week 2 to week 3 for a classic cafe and all. This is useful. Similarly, we have a pie chart where you want to see how a value is distributed. So we see few charts one by one quickly. So I go to chart under that two column 2D column, and we have 3D column. When you take mouse pointer near to one of these, you get a preview also. Say for example, I like this, then simply click on this, a chart created. So you want to keep chart here itself, that's also fine. Or if you want to move to a different sheet, see when you click outside, the menu is not displayed. When you click inside the chart, this design menu and format menu comes. Under design menu we have move chart, and you can select a new sheet. Okay, so the chart is moved to another sheet with the name chart 1. So here you want to change the title, suppose weekly sales. Okay, you can change title like this, or you can go to this add chart element. Here you can select all these options available: primary, horizontal, vertical axis. If you want you can select, if you don't want you can remove. See, I select primary horizontal. See, it is removed, it was there, now it is removed. So similarly we can come back and we can select. Similarly, chart title. Okay, these options are there. Data labels, if you want you can select like this, data labels, or you can go to more data labels and you can select more options. Data table, you want to see a data table at the bottom of the chart with legend keys, without legend keys. See, two different things we have. You want, just click on this. All these options are there. Or also you can go to quick layout, where this ready-made templates are there. Now with legend, without legend, with title, without title, all these things are, just select one of this, your design is ready. So let me come back to the data. Here let me try with another chart. Suppose I want line, same it is, click on this, insert chart, and whichever the line style you want, you select it. Then you go to quick layout and you select. A lot of options are there. If you want to show the values, labels, and all that, it is there. Okay, or you can select one of the style. Then if you want to add data labels, those options are also available. You want to move this to another sheet, same it is, under design, move chart, new sheet. Okay, so one more chart created. Let me come back to the data. Similarly, suppose I want to create a pie chart for grand total, but I want label also, right? So what we do is, if you select only grand total column, not enough, select restaurant grand total by pressing control button. because when you select this, when you go to this, the restaurant column is deselected. So what we have to do is first select a restaurant column, then press control, then select grand total. Come to insert, there we have pie chart. You select whichever the style you like. See, pie chart created. Now you have to move to another sheet. Same it is, move chart, new sheet. Okay, so chart created here again and another sheet. See, we have chart 1, we have chart 2, we have chart 3 combined. So this is just to understand how basic charts can be created. Similarly, depends on your data, depends on requirement, you can go to different type of chart. What if analysis helps to see how the different values given to a variable in a formula results in the outcome. Scenario manager and data table to analyze by giving different values to different variables and to see the final result. Similarly, goal see by keeping a goal, the final result fixed. You want to find out what should be value for one of the parameter. So like this. So following slides we'll be discussing an example for each one of this. First, see about scenario manager under what if analysis. Here, like the result cell, say here in this example, E10 is based on E3, E4, and G3. So for different combinations of E3, E4, and G3, what are the results of E10 errors? So scenario manager, how it is going to help you. In next slide, I just show you a demo of getting this result. Let us consider one this simple example. So in this case, we have actual price 15,000, discount 10%, and after discount 15,500 it is. And with the tax, suppose net price is this, that is B5 plus B5 into D3, where B5 is B3 minus B3 into B4, that is discount percentage it is. So if I want to see different possibilities for maybe net price or discount, we go like this. Let me click on this target cell, that is net price. I go to data, what if analysis, scenario manager. Here I click on add. I type a set of values, say set 1. By changing the cell, what are the changing cell for me? One is actual price, second one is discount, third one is tax. So what are for different possibilities of these three cells? I want to know what would be the net price. So I just click on OK. Now I fill in the values. If it is 17,000, suppose discount is say 12%, then suppose tax is let it be 9 only. Okay, so I click on add button. So one set of value done. Now second set of value for same cells, click on OK. Now instead of again 15,000, let me type suppose the cost is 20,000 and discount is say 8%. Tax let it be 9, or if you want to change you can change it. I click on add. Now suppose I want to give one more set of value, I can give, otherwise I can stop here itself. Now I go to click on a summary and I select scenario manager, a scenario summary, but resulting cell say it is B10 it is. Okay, B10 is the resulting cell for me. I mean, for different combinations of B3, B4 and D3, I want to know what happens to B5. I just click on OK button. See, now for different combinations of actual price, discount rate and tax, this is a value for net price. This is how scenario manager works. Okay, under what if analysis, we have a goal seek. Goal seek is like you want to set the target value, and and to get that value, what should be the value of the a particular parameter of a formula. For example, in this two examples, say first example, actual price is 15,000, discount is 10%, after discount 13,500, tax 9%, so net price is 14,715. Suppose I want to fix the net price to 15,000. Okay, I I want to see what should be the actual price I should label, or how much discount I can give. Like that I want to work for. Similarly, the second example also, suppose salesman Smith, he does sales of 1 lakh, commission rate if it is 5%, he's getting commission for 5,000, he's getting 5,000 commission. Now suppose he want to set a target of 10,000, then what should be sales or what should be commission rate, right? So if you want to analyze something like that, goal seek is useful. Okay, in this sheet we see how goal seek works. Let me take the first example. So I keep cursor on net price, then I go to data, what if analysis, goal seek. Now I want to set this cell to value, say 15,000, right? Now, or 14,000, whatever you want. Now I want to know what should be the label for actual price, how much value should be there to show as a actual value. Now what I do is I selected this cell. Now after giving 10% discount, after adding tax 9%, I want to show net price as 15,000. So what should be the actual price? I just click on OK. Now see, to get 15,000, by keeping 10% as discount, 9% as tax, actual price should be shown as 15,290 rupees 52 paisa. So this is one example. Now I just click on OK, so that it is permanent on the sheet. Now let me take second example. In this case, salesman Smith, he did 1 lakh sales, and he's getting commission only 5%, and the commission rate is 5,000. Now he decided this time he want 10,000 as commission. So possibility is only two. One, he should increase his sales, or commission rate someone should increase for him. So suppose no one is ready to change his commission rate, so his now target is changing only the sales. Now how to do that? Simple, keep cursor on commission, what if analysis. Now he want a plan, right? So how much sales I should do to get 10,000 commission? Simple it is, go to goal seek and set that J4 to, instead of 5,000 I want 10,000. Okay, to get 10,000, what should be sales? That is H4 it does. Click on OK button. See, now it is showing. If you do 2 lakh, you get 10,000 commission. So he'll come to know, okay, now this time I should do 2 lakhs. Then he'll set it up. He'll work more to get do more sales. That's how the goal seek helps. Okay, now this is what if analysis under that data table. So data table is like a set of values for value in a formula, and to see the result. We have two type of data table in this one variable and two variable. I mean, you can change different values for one variable, or you can change values for two variables maximum. So in the following slide it is shown. Okay, right side it is explained. Suppose you consider P equals to B3 minus B3 into B4. Now I want to see for different values of B3 or B4 only one value I can change. What are the possibilities of P? Similarly, in second example, the two variables data. I mean, I can change a different set of values for B3 for different set of values for B4. What would be the value of P? We already did this using scenario, but this is a data table. This is another facility. Let us see how it works. See, first example for the formula B3 minus B3 into B4. I'm changing only value of B4, right? When B4 there is a discount in previous example. If it is 10%, what is the result? If it is 11%, what is the difference? If I give 12% discount, what will be the result? Similarly, in case of second example, now I'm changing both B3 and B4 for different values for B3 for different values of B4. What are the results we are getting? So in the following slide, with our demo, I show you how it works. Okay. Here is an example for data table. In this example, we have actual price 15,000 after 10% discount. Cost price is 15,500. Now I want to know for different discount rate what will be the price. So I use data table 1. So what I had to do is here I should write that formula again, that is equals to B3 minus B3 into B4, and for this B4, that is discount rate, I type different values here. Then you have to select these cells in this way only. Go to data, what if analysis, scenario, data table. Under data table, row input cell, because the values written in rows. So row input cell, whatever the values written in row, that is 10%, 11%, 12%, that should go to B4. I just click on OK button. See, now it is showing. If it is 10%, 13,500 only. If it is 11%, 13,350. If it is 12%, then price becomes 13,200. Right? Similarly, let us see second example. In this case, we are changing values of discount rate also. We are changing values of actual price also. For different possibilities of actual price, for different possibilities of discount rate, we are going to see what will be the price. So for that, we select data like this. We go to what if analysis, data table, then the row values goes to B4. Column values, column means that 10,000, 20,000, 25,000, that goes to actual price, that is B3. I click on OK button. See, first we should write formula here, then we should write different values for discount. Similarly, we should write different values for actual price. So we get these are the different possibilities. For 10% discount, if it is actual price is 10,000, then it becomes 9,000 rupees. If the actual price is 25,000, if the rate of discount is 12%, then the price becomes 22,000. That is how we can analyze the data. Same thing we can do using scenario manager, but on the sheet itself, if you want to see the data, this method is useful, but it works only with one variable if you want to change, or if you want to try with different values for only two variables. For more than two variables, we use scenario manager only. Okay, thank you. In case of any query, please write it to rag.wgsha@manipal.edu.